Thank you for taking a few moments to view this synopsis of Sunday's message. In 52 AD, Paul from Corinth writes a letter to the young believers in Rome. For years, Paul had tried to visit them personally and to speak with them and to teach them face to face. But every effort to visit Rome was blocked. And so in 52 AD, he decides he would write a letter, and in that letter, he would write that which he taught personally in the churches throughout the Roman Empire. This letter has become known as the letter to the Romans. It is one of the most influential writings of Paul that we have. It has transformed lives throughout the ages. If we did not have this letter, our understanding of the faith would be so much less. In the 5th chapter, Paul says that our relationship with God is reconciled. And in this reconciled relationship, we have peace with God and hope in adversity. He says now that we are friends with God in a redeemed relationship, through faith, we have peace with God and hope in adversity. One of my favorite lines of this chapter is 5:2, when Paul says, we stand in grace, in the grace in which we stand. I love that phrase, standing in grace. And I'd ask you to think about that. What does it mean to stand in grace? When you think of that, standing in God's grace, what are the images or the words that come to mind? And I would ask that you ponder that and then post your thoughts on our First Presbyterian Church Facebook page, or join our discussion group, FPC Reimer, and share so that we might all benefit and learn from one another's insights and experiences. So Paul says we have peace with God and we have hope in adversity. Paul's hope in adversity is grounded in a God who has poured out His love into his heart, a God who has come near, a God who came among us, who walked among us, taught by the sea, healed diseases, died on the cross, and rose from the grave. When you're in the midst of a difficult time, in the midst of adversity, what gives you hope? What provides you that assurance of hope of God's presence? Again, reflect on that and post your thoughts on our appropriate pages. I ask that you continue to look at the website. There are scriptures there to reflect upon and questions to ponder. Take time this week to think about your relationship with God through faith in Christ, a relationship that gives you peace with God, hope in adversity, and consider what it means to stand in grace. Thanks, and have a great week.